Yeah. Travel rap. Skin. You go. Travel rap. Yeah. Travel rap. Yeah. It's the Travel Rap Podcast.
What's really good, y'all, and welcome to the Travel Rap Podcast, the place where the art of storytelling meets the world of travel. I am your host, Frank Nitt, and for today's destination, we're going to beautiful Sochi, Russia. It's a small town in the mountains of Russia, and I was there doing a show, and it was for like a X Games style snowboarding skiing event, right? So, and again, it's small town on a mountain, and it also had hosted the Winter Olympics a couple years prior to me being there. So they the whole town was like done up with new hotels and restaurants to deal with all of the people that came for the Olympics. So anyway, do the show, and after the show, I had a couple of extra days there. So the homeboy DJ Tactics, big shout out to DJ Tactics, kept trying to convince me to go up the mountain. Now, if you know Frank, or if you watch any of these podcast episodes, you know that I am not adventurous, and a mountain going 8,000 feet into the sky, the only time I've done that is on a plane, right? So I'm not keen on just kind of standing 8,000 feet in the air. It's just not something I had on my bucket list, I had planned to do, or any of that. So he kept trying to convince me, and I finally said okay. So on the day before I was supposed to come back home, um, we get on the train. It's like a lift system, right? Like a lift, like the lift chairs, like you see in at the ski resorts, where they put you in a little chair and push you up the mountain, then you ski back down. Except this one was completely enclosed, and it went 8,000 feet into the sky, right? So we get on this little tram, and we going up the tram, chugga, 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 chugga. We're just getting higher and higher, and we starting to get into clouds. Now, halfway up the mountain, they had the Olympic Village there. Beautiful little place where they had little chateaus and complexes for the athletes to stay halfway up the mountain. But you don't stay there. You stop there, and if you're an athlete, you go there, and if not, you keep going up the mountain to where the activities are. So we go all the way up, and there's different stops along the way, and you know, it was pretty much, it wasn't any people on these stops. It was like it was desolate side of a mountain, I guess. I don't. So anyway, we go all the way up to the top of this mountain. So we get to the top of this mountain, and the doors open up like a spaceship, and I walk out, and it's music playing, like hip hop, and it's going down. And let me rewind. It was surprisingly warm there. Now there's snow everywhere, but it was really like 50, 60 degrees down in the city. So as you go further up in the sky, I would assume that it would get colder. Get up, come out the door, blazing sunshine. Blaze. Now it's still snowing. There's people skiing down. But those people have on bikinis. Like the girls got on the two pieces. Dudes up there shirtless with goggles on, doing flips in the air, and it's like it's like a beach setting. It's barbecue and bikinis and people with chairs getting suntans, and it's warm and it's crazy. But we're on top of a mountain, 8,000 feet in the sky, and there's people just in bikinis, ladies in bikinis just dancing around, and it's like a beach party except on a mountain. I had never in my life, first off, thought I would be 8,000 feet up on a mountain, but second, that it would be that warm during, and this is during the winter months, and but it's just, I guess because you're closer to the sun. I guess I don't know what was happening. I'm not a geologist. I don't know anything about any of that. All I know is that it was snow, and people snowboarding and skiing and doing jumps and tricks and flips and the whole thing, but everybody had on beach clothes, bikinis, shorts, shirtless, suntan We were in Russia. Suntan oil. Uh, it was the craziest scene I had ever seen in my life, and I just, you know, uh, I don't even know how to say it to you because whatever. It was Russia, and at any rate, I was blowing smoke in the air. Let's say I was blowing smoke in the air. uh, on the top of a Russian mountain during a ski event where the skiers were in bikinis and it was barbecues and sun tanning going on in Sochi, Russia. If you ever get over to Sochi, Russia, or just 8,000 feet up on a mountain with some snow and some bikinis, take pictures. I took a few pictures. I might catch them on my Instagram. But yo, this was the most craziest thing I had ever really experienced outside of Vancouver. I was standing on the beach, but I could see people skiing on the mountain. I mean, it was hot, like 80 degrees, and everybody was in bikinis in the water. And you look up and you could see people skiing down the mountain in Vancouver. Beautiful, one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. This rivals that. And it's probably a little bit better because I was in Russia. I was so far away, and I was so far up in the air, and I did get higher. And then it was bikinis and suntanning on snow. Hey, man. Travel Rap Podcast. It's the boy Frank Nitt. Go see the world, man. You know what it is. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace. Yeah.
Travel rap. Travel rap. Skin. You go. Travel rap. Travel rap. Yeah. Travel rap. Travel rap. Yeah. It's the Travel Rap Podcast.